All right, so let me start. um, all right, so let me start with chapter 11 review right now. Okay, so chapter 11 review, here we have the question here. uh, this question, uh, notice the concept here. We have a text field. Okay, and new concept here, we have a static variable. All right, so I'm going to write it for you, and hopefully you can remember. Okay, so on this when this calculate total. Okay, for this calculate total here, so your user, it is click event, so you are using click event. Okay, so this application use click event, but you will be allowed the user to click the button many times, and then you need to have a variable which remain in the memory and retain the value. So this variable has to be a public variable. Not only to be public variable, has to be a static variable. Okay, so let me write down here. Okay, uh, if you uh, develop a project, allow users uh, to click your button event multiple times, and the project uh, uh, needs a variable remain in the memory and retain the value. Okay, the variable must declare as a global static variable. Okay, example will be here. We have a private static double total equals 0 for this one example. All right, so global, so it's private, static because it remains in the memory and retains the value. So the user click this event many times. So here we will ask the user to enter a sales amount, and we accumulate the amount. So here there are many questions about this too. Okay, so I ask you here, how do you um, um, how do you get how to get the value from a text field. Okay, all right, so this is important because on your text field is called text field, right? So when your text field, they got text, and so you must convert the text into a proper data type to calculate. For example, here, what you do is you do, double value and equal double the parse double, and you do this tf is text field and get text. All right, so you must change this to parse double. Otherwise, your text field get text. You get a string. Whatever you get is a string. A string is a text. You cannot do calculation. Okay, you cannot do calculation here. All right. So next question is how to display a value to a label box. All right. So then your unless your value is a string, if your value is a double or integer, once go to label box, you have to convert it to a label. Okay, convert to a string. So that's why you have label box underscore 2 right here, and you need to set text. When you set text right here, the data type double, and you need to convert to a string. Then for convert to an. All right. So let me ask you, do you understand question 2 and 3? Any question? No question. I guess you kind of ignore me. I'm just review it for you, and you can study it in the future. Okay. So once you add this, and you add to a panel, once you add to a panel, and you use the order for this is 2 by 2, and you put them over here, and the class you wrote it is a inner class, because the action you require is only specific and relate to this class. Okay, so that's the thing I need you to study. All right. Now, the second one is the input and output. Okay, so the input and output. So when you do input and output, you must have a file class. All right. So when you do input output, you need two class. Okay. So let me write down here. Okay. All right. Okay. A programmer needs two class to perform input output. Okay. The first one is scanner. Okay, to read input output file. The second one is file. Okay, and to read and write input to create all right. So I need scanner so I can read the input file, output file. All right. Then I also need the file to create your input output file objects. All right. Then you also need to learn. Okay, you also need to learn format. Format your string will be format string. For example, all right. So I ask you this. So print f. Okay. Percentage 15 the 2f and slash n, then quotation, then value. Okay, what does that mean? will produce what kind of format? So this will be 15 space, okay? 15 spaces. All right, and 2 decimal place. All right, so after decimal points. All right, then, and I will complete chapter 11. It's okay? I'll complete chapter 11. I'll give you another 10 minutes break. Then I copy these to your chapter 11. Okay? So at the 12. Okay? 12.
What's the 12 p.m. for?
Dot 2. Dot 2 decimal place after decimal point.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Thank you.